The churches in Revelation chapter 2 and Revelation chapter 3 were first century churches, and Revelation 3:10 contains a prophecy about one of those local churches, but English Bibles make that prophecy appear to have had a planet-wide context. Revelation 3:10, the whole world. In Revelation 3:10, the English word whole was translated from the Greek word holos, Strong's 3650, and the English word world was translated from the Greek word oikumene, Strong's 3625. First of all, it is no secret that the Greek word oikumene could be used in reference exclusively to the Roman Empire rather than to the entire planet Earth. And when you meditate on the Greek term holos oikumene in Revelation 3:10, be aware that holos oikumene also appears in Acts 11:28. A great famine was coming upon the entire Roman world. The English term entire Roman world in Acts 11:28 was translated from the Greek term holos oikumene. And a main point here is that when you realize that holos oikumene in Acts 11:28 is not a planet-wide reference, you should not be surprised that holos oikumene in Revelation 3:10 is not a planet-wide reference. But of course, English Bibles make it appear that Revelation 3:10 had a planet-wide context. And then there is the issue of exactly what non-planet-wide context is actually referenced in Revelation 3:10. The hour of trial that is coming. If the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial was referenced strictly in present tense, then that could appear to have been a reference to Domitian's persecution, which was evidently underway at the time of writing of Revelation, supposing that John wrote Revelation in exactly 95 AD. Some of us typically say that John wrote Revelation in circa 95 AD. However, exactly when did John write Revelation? We don't know exactly. And one reason why a precise date of writing is important here is because Trajan's persecution started in 98 AD and lasted until 117 AD. Be aware of the interpretation that holds that Revelation 3:10 referenced an hour of trial that had not yet started at the time of writing of Revelation. So, if John wrote Revelation 3:10 in exactly 95 AD, and if Trajan's persecution started in exactly 98 AD, and if the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial had not yet started at the time of writing, then you could understand the theory that holds that Trajan's persecution was referenced in Revelation 3:10. Bishop Ignatius of Antioch was martyred in Trajan's persecution, and Antioch was not far from the church in Revelation 3:10, a church in Asia Minor. You can conduct research into the geographic scope and other details of Domitian's persecution and Trajan's persecution, and still there is the issue of the exact start date when John wrote Revelation 3:10 and how that date chronologically related to the two aforementioned persecutions. For instance, there is still the issue of whether or not the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial had started yet at the time of writing. As you can see, unambiguously identifying the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial is one issue. But the main point in this video is that the Greek term holos oikumene in Revelation 3:10 was not a planet-wide reference, but English Bibles make it appear that the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial was a planet-wide context. And finally, there is the issue of whether or not the Greek word holos in Revelation 3:10 is actually universal in context. If oikumene in Revelation 3:10 is exactly and precisely the Roman Empire, no more, no less, does holos in Revelation 3:10 actually reference the entire Roman Empire? In Acts 2:47, although the Greek word holos got translated into the English word all, it does appear that holos in Acts 2:47 is not universal in context. Acts 2:13 actually references some people who ridiculed those Christians of the early church. They had accused those Christians of being drunks. Did those Christians have favor with literally all the people in the universal sense of the words all and holos? As you can see, we cannot unambiguously claim that holos in Revelation 3:10 indicates that the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial affected literally all Christians in the Roman Empire, or literally all zones within the Roman Empire. And remember that in Revelation 3:10, Jesus Christ revealed that he would keep that specific first century church from going through the Revelation 3:10 hour of trial. Holos in Revelation 3:10 is not universal in context, not even in the sense of the entirety of the Roman Empire, and of course not in the planet-wide sense. And remember that pre-tribbers erroneously claim that Revelation 3:10 is an end-time prophecy and that it is actually proof of a pre-trib rapture. But of course, the churches in Revelation chapter 2 and Revelation chapter 3 were first century churches, and the Holy Bible repeatedly prophesies a post-trib rapture. And see the description box below.